It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Brock Purdy. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the 49ers and the Panthers. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why they rally around him. The better he plays, the better the team plays. They need more consistent performances from him to get the rest of this team to do their part.
3rd down. Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. 15 yards through the air. It's good for a Niners first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to the air is Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here's Purdy again. That's over the middle to Kittle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. So from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. Back to the air again is Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
He'll get this out wide. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And the 49ers are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. But that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
Still first down.
So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with McCaffrey. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown San Francisco. It's his third touchdown on the year. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time, and they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss, and he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Young to throw on first down. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. The motion man is Sanders. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Young. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one will be from 37 yards out. His kick is perfect. And the Panthers are on the board. It's 7-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Niners offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. This one, returnable. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Young. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Young. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. So after 1, the Niners have the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. They face 2nd down and 7. Sending a receiver right. A 2nd down throw for Young. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
That's to the left side, hauled in by Legette.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On 4th down, Young. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Purdy on 1st down. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
A gain there of 15. First down, 49ers. A give for McCaffrey running right. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And that is no good. He missed it, and the lead holds steady at 4.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Ayuk working across, and he's got it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll throw again with Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Play action. Here's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Again, it'll be McCaffrey. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with McCaffrey. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Moody's kick is good. And the Niners go out to a 10-3 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The Panthers offense going to get it one final time in this 1st half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. To throw, Young. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that 1st half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The 2nd half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, simply put, they've been off their game right from the jump.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the way the game goes, and you can't really put your finger on it, but you feel good coming out of the week of practice. You feel really good about your game plan, and then once the ball's kicked off, nothing seems to work, and it's very frustrating because you can look great one week, and then the next week be completely taken out of your game.
Now he takes off, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. 2nd down and 3. Out of the shotgun, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Panther first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. 1st and 10. Now Young. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Giamador Lenore.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. Taking off. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. McCaffrey, first down and more. The speed on display. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Sanders headed in motion. Young to throw on 1st and 10. That into the hands of Hubbard. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. handoff as they try to run it here. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. Third down, 3 to go. Now Young going to keep it himself.
Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They're able to hold him to a short gain on the keeper and force the fourth down.
Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. He'll punt for the second time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Brandon Ayuk heading back onto the field with his 49er teammates. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Here's Purdy. That's out to Kittle as they set up the screen. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. The 49ers out to punt this one, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. On 1st and 10, here's Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. On the give, it's Hubbard. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun, it's Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. First and 10. Purdy. Open man is Jennings. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Purdy's going to give this one to McCaffrey. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple to Devian Clowney there in run support. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. So Kittle comes in motion. And that's going to be enough for a first down, taking this to the 34.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. 3rd and a yard. Here's Purdy making the read and keeping it. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Clearly, the play caller here is thinking that the defense is going to be completely zoned in on stopping the running back, thinking he can catch them off guard with the quarterback keep. The defense was prepared for both guys, and they now force 4th down.
The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. On play action, Young. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's Young. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Young going to give it to Brooks. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. On 2nd down, Young. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Slot man in motion left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
so you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The home team's offense ready to take over once again. And this is the break they were looking for. A chance to get back in it late. It is 1st and goal. To throw is Young. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Pinnock.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
The Niners offense and Brandon Ayuk ready to take over once more. This one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now going to try to polish this thing off here in the 4th. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll go play action. Purdy. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That'll be taken in. It's DeMarcus Robinson.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
The 49ers out for the punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here comes a return, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Young to throw on first down. There's a short one caught by Sanders. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They managed to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A second down throw for Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Open man, right side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.